Oh, okay.
I guess it's working now.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Ahmed Hamza. Well, I'm 23 years old. Like, I'm gonna get 24 in some days. I'm from Kairouan, Tunisia, and I'm studying. I'm doing MA studies in English, language, literature, and civilization.
Ahmed, tell us a little bit. You've been involved in both the revolution, and now I'll ask you afterwards a little bit about what's going on in the south near the Libyan border. But tell me a little bit about your involvement with the revolution, how people organized. What
Okay.
share a little bit about, and also maybe what it was like for you in the weeks prior.
Well, as you all know, the story started in the 17th of December when Mohamed Bouazizi got fired in himself, and then things got evolved, and some protests started in Gafsa, in Sidi Bouzid, in Gasrin, and then it started, spreading all around the countries. My days schedule well this way. The morning I go into the protests. We do manifestation against the President Ben Ali's regime, and then we gather and we talk in the cafes and we discuss what is going on. Then at night we organize each other into small groups to patrol the neighborhoods because the militias of Ben Ali's regime started terrorizing the people. And uh, these days, went so fast because they were so full of action, and everybody got involved, and everybody wanted to get rid of that corrupted system, and we wanted change. So you can see in the protests all sorts of people. The teachers, the students, the workers, those who never went to school, doctors, lawyers. You get to meet, people from all different social classes.
Were you mainly personally involved here in Kairouan, or were you also going to Tunis and other cities?
No, I was mainly here in Kairouan, and when I don't have, when there are no protests in here, so I record the videos and I try to spread them over Facebook and Twitter because in the official televisions, we had parties and everybody was celebrating. It was like a sort of a play or a movie for us. We see some things in the streets, and we see other stuff in the TV because it was the official one representing the government. So if we do not have protests, we try to mediatize and tell the world about what is going on in Tunisia using Facebook and Twitter.
And tell me a little bit about your organization that you have been a founder of here in Kairouan.
Well, after the revolution, we started an organization that is called in Arabic Kairouan من أجل ثقافة المواطنة. And if we translate this, it means people of Kairouan for the culture of citizenship. We remarked that after the revolution, me and some friends of mine, that people wanted to get involved in society and wanted to elect in the election that is going to happen on 24th of July. But they didn't know much about the parties, neither about the social civil society. So we wanted, through this association, to encourage people to get involved in the civil society by doing lectures, by organizing a caravan. We organized a caravan. We took aids to the frontiers of Libyan, Tunisian frontiers, and doing all sort of works in order to get people motivated to getting involved in their lives. Because there is a feeling now of nationalism that is amazing. People love Tunisia like they never loved it before. They feel that it is really our country, not in the way it was before. It was governed by a clan, and we didn't, even if we had good ideas for the country, we could not do anything for it. So now it's different, and everybody want to get involved. And in order to be more effective, we need to get organized and work together for a better future, hopefully.
What were some of the influences since the revolution and all these things came up so suddenly? What were your influences in terms of political organization? What did you look to as examples?
When the manifestations and the protests started, there was no leader. and no leadership at all. I mean, political parties in Tunisia were I mean, all of them were jokes. I mean, they were there to support the previous regime. They didn't represent anybody, and they were even getting money from the previous regime in order to make like a play in order to tell the world that we have a democracy that we do not have. So we didn't have leadership or political parties in here. So we didn't look up to any other people. We were together, and we thought what we can do to this country beside just going in the streets and shouting. The thing that we thought that we can do is that we can mediatize this revolution and try to tell the world that what is happening in this country is not the thing or the version of the story that the government is telling you. People are doing a peaceful revolution, and we want change, and we deserve change, and that we were governed by a dictatorship for 23 years, and we want to get rid of it. So we wanted to tell our version of the story. That's it.
For Americans who are now seeing Tunisia having a revolution, then it went to Cairo, then it in Bahrain, now in Libya. Many Americans don't make the distinction from between one Arab country and another. How would you express to Americans what is different now in Tunisia from the other countries? And do you want to talk? Can you say anything about how you think Americans would find it here? I think many of them feel afraid. They feel there's outbursts. They feel a sense of insecurity.
Yeah.
Can you comment on that?
Yeah, I would surely say that there's no reason to be afraid, because if you go out now in the streets and meet people, you'll see them, I mean, as happy as ever. I mean, everybody is happy with this change that happened, and there is no reason for us to be violent. I mean, this revolution started in a peaceful way, and it will stay so. Because we don't want to kill each other, we don't want to kill anybody. I mean, the one that was killing us was the dictator, and he fled out the country, and now we are alone here, and we are happily alone without him. And we will start a new Tunisia, and I mean, you can see that in the streets when you go out. You can see people happy. I mean, and we are aspiring for a better future. I mean, I don't think there is any reason to be afraid of. Because even before, in tourism before, I guess that when they came here, they didn't see the real Tunisia. They were in the hotels, going to the beaches or museums, but they were not meeting the real people, because the government was not letting them meet the real people, maybe, and discuss with them their political views and see what is going on the civil society. But now you can do that, and you can see a whole different Tunisia, a Tunisia that started the revolution and this all revolutions in other countries. And I think it is very interesting to come and see it.
Good. Well, Ahmed, thank you for taking the time to share with us
My pleasure.
what's going on, and we wish you lots of good luck.
Thanks.